girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch the twist.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Be ready, be ready.
Brissett on first down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett looking sideline, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check back 27. Hey, keep it up.
On third down, Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Give me that ball, defense. Give me 57. Give me that ball. Bravo. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yellow. I'm coming for the sun. Hey, 15. Yellow. Charlie. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
58, boy, 58. 58, Mike.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. KC last year on fourth down, 12 of 15, third best in the league, and they're going again.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You don't want nothing.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now it's Hines. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Lucky. Check the car.
Here's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Brissett. This is caught. Watkins. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They run with Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Attack! Yellow. 58, Mike. Here we go. Scene 6. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken very short.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Brissett. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Hey, 43. Here we go. Finish the game. Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing right.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go! Let's get there. Bang, 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 bang.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
That's how we do, dude.
Loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, watch the slant.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 58, right there. Here we go. And 58 is a mic.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
43.
47-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the edge. 50.
On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll run here with Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Topper. Switch.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Let's make these babies.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing. Brissett. And this is caught by Watkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
15. Hey, yo, go going.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this one complete to Smith. 23 yards on the play. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist.
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, Mahomes letting one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first and 10, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. This will be taken very short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Kill! 36, 38.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Back to throw. This is caught. Watkins. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. Here's Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Brissett on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Let's go, baby, return over, get that ball.
They go right back to Mack. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That one complete to Hill. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air.